I had been living in the Caribbean side of Mexico for a couple of months and had been doing some really fun things, but lately also just enjoying my life in this area. So in this video you will see what a usual day has been like for me here. Hello everybody! Hello my friends! Welcome to another video here from Tulum in Mexico, where I've been living for a couple of months already. And in this video I'm gonna show you what I actually do here. In my previous videos I've always been out doing something, but today I'm gonna show you what I actually do, usually when I wake up here. By the way, I got some typical clothes here for Tulum. Changed my style a bit. Now I'm a Tuluminati. I got a whole bag here of stuff. A hat. Yeah. Well, my friends, might drink a little bit of coffee actually. Maybe. Let's turn on the stove. Come on! I actually bought a little bicycle here also for 1,000 pesos, like $50. Actually, it's pretty cool. I should have bought a scooter, but I don't know. I bought an old little half-rusty bicycle instead. Yeah, because I don't know. I'm probably not staying in Mexico once my lease runs out. I have like 2.5 more months of my lease here. It's boiling now, the water! Oh. Instant coffee. 1, 2... We have to get some milk. Let's go check how the weather is today. Pretty good here. Sun is shining, deep frying. Just as we want it. Maybe we'll jump in, or actually might go to the gym. I have to eat something first and then head over to the gym probably. This little apartment here is quite nice. Not the biggest apartment and not the cheapest apartment compared to other parts of the world. For this, what I'm paying here, I would get a huge house with a swimming pool in Southeast Asia. I was thinking that perhaps it's time to get a haircut also today maybe, but I usually think about that for like 3-4 weeks before I actually go and cut my hair. It's nice to wake up every day and not have to do so much actually. I don't want to travel anymore either. Yeah, most of the time I feel good, pretty good here actually. So I wanted to try a little experiment here and see how your face looks different depending on what camera or lens you have. Now this is a 15mm lens. Now I have a 22mm lens on and it makes your face look a bit wider. As you can see, my face looks much wider. This was the 15mm lens and that condenses your face a bit somehow. And we also have a GoPro, which is a really wide angle camera. So this is the GoPro here. You can see how everything looks more narrow and you can see way more of the background. You can also change this to be even wider. Now we have a super wide condensed lens here. As you can see way more. More! more, 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 more. I'm not sure which one is actually accurate and the most realistic in terms of what your eyes see, right? How you perceive the world. This is again the 22mm. The coffee is empty. We're gonna eat something actually, and then I want to go to the gym. There's a gym here at this apartment where I'm staying, but there's also a gym by the grocery store that I go to. I kind of want to just go to the apartment gym here. Hello. We must not microwave the camera anymore. Oh. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Hello. Is it ready? Is it ready?
Yeah. Here we go. Bon appetit, my friends. We should never microwave a camera again. It's something I learned today. I almost fell asleep a bit here. Drinking some milk, and maybe we'll go to the gym and then swim in the pool probably. Someone is already swimming out there. Just need Here we go, up to the gym. I'm gonna show you some simple workouts you can do in almost any gym. Riding up now in the elevator. Yeah, the gym is on top here. There's another swimming pool also. Sometimes I come here when the sun does not reach the pool down there. You can go back and forth here. Usually the gym has a pull-up bar and some weights. Usually do a lot of pull-ups for back and biceps. And then we're gonna do some shoulders, a little bit chest. Yeah, it's a really good chest exercise this, when you really go down deep every time with the bar. It really targets your upper chest and also a bit of your front shoulders, which is great to have. If you do regular bench press, targets more your lower chest. If you do too much regular bench press, your chest is gonna look like it's sagging. You wanna do incline bench press to get the upper part. Grab the weights and then push to the side and forward. I'm almost done here, and if there's one advice I can give for people to be mentally stable and to feel good: exercise, eat healthy, stay away from alcohol altogether, and also stay away from other people who drink alcohol. If I go to like a all-inclusive buffet, then I tend to drink. Just did a bit of everything today. Get a pump out the muscle. Ooh, it feels so good after you exercise, you know. I've listened a lot to Arnold in the past,
And he always said life is like in the morning like a black and white movie, but after I go to the gym and I exercise, it's like life becomes a colorful movie.
I think the only thing that can really make us feel happy and satisfied is exercise, sleeping in more than 8 hours, sleeping well, eating healthy, drinking water, staying away from alcohol and bad shit. I feel so much better after exercise. Before I went to the gym, I was feeling a bit, not down, but I was like, I was tired on the couch. We have to exercise. It's all hormones that determine how we feel in life. Like our whole body is a machine, and the hormones tell us how to feel. For example, when you exercise, you get dopamine, and that's literally a hormone that goes to your brain. Like I found this these graphics of happiness basically, and when dopamine is being transported to your brain, and that releases these feelings of satisfaction, being calm, and feeling great. Some people, or most people I would say, they turn to alcohol, nicotine, drugs, bad shit food. That gives us a little spike in happiness initially, and then you just fall down deeper. It's like an easy way out for lazy people. If you don't feel so good, oh, I want to drink some alcohol, you get a little spike in happiness, you feel good, and then you just fall deeper. It's like a stock that just has a downtrend. So that's why it's exercise is the best drug there is to feel good and relaxed and have some positive thoughts. If we stop exercising, like, I think everybody gets some negative thoughts. That's why I exercise, just to feel normal, feel good with the color in my movie. Yeah, so that's why a lot of people don't know that, but they turn to alcohol and the shitty things. It's so stupid to turn to alcohol. It's like the easy way out, but then it becomes the harder way out because it just makes you feel shittier and shittier and shittier. You have to make sure you sleep at least 8 hours. You eat healthy salad, meat, chicken, fish, good protein. Not all carbs also. I actually eat a lot of carbs. I eat a bit too much carbs. That's what makes you all swelled up, is the carb, because that transports fluid. You get a bit of water retention in your muscles, glucose. Like all carbs turn into glucose, and that's energy for your muscles. That's also like pump, gives you pump. If you don't eat any carbs, you don't really get much pump. So what else did I say? Sleep, eat, hydrate, and exercise. That is the key, I think, to feel happy. Sometimes now that I stopped traveling, I feel like some days I've been waking up and like I don't know what to do, even though I have a great life. But then I exercise and all those thoughts, they disappear for a bit, and then slowly they come back. That's why we have to exercise, to be mentally stable, mentally sane, and not mentally insane. Everything just becomes a bit more enjoyable also in life, like swimming in the pool. I'm way more excited about jumping into the pool now compared to before I went to the gym. It's really nice here in the swimming pool. I go out at some point every day, go out of my balcony. That's the best part about this place here. All the green areas around, and that I can just get out of my balcony straight away. Very nice. Also, I think sunshine makes you happy. That's why I try to always live in places where the weather is good all year. And not Sweden, for example, where you have cold darkness from like October until May, like more than half the year. It's cold and dark and hypothermia. Here, frying, we can fry every single day here. Very good.
Might go buy some bananas though, actually. More bananas, more. Whew. What happened to the sun? It's gone. More sun, more.
As I was speaking about earlier, don't let people fool you with their shitty habits. Like, it's so easy. For me, for example, it's hard for me to say no. If somebody comes with drinks or beer, like, I take it, I drink it. So I have to try to stay away from people that have bad habits, like, altogether, and focus on being healthy. That's what we have to do.
Also, this is like the most central part of Tulum here in Mexico. I have 7-Eleven around the corner, I have the grocery store and the gym that I usually go to.
Schlaf! Schlaf! Here we go, a bit tuna and pasta salad. Very good salad. Nom nom nom. Sometimes I drink soda and eat chips also, and that's not good, but it's funny because we don't do something too much too often. Now maybe you want to drink something once a week, but when we do something too much that is bad for us, that's not good.
Let's go buy some bananas now and a bit of milk. More milk, more. Here we go, first time outside today. Over there is the gym that I go to. Here is the grocery store. Like, I really prefer Playa del Carmen over Tulum if you want to do something or have a good time. I've been going there on the weekends usually. Get some bananas. I was there 9 days per year. I got what I needed here. Bananas, milk and avocado. It's a bit boring actually here in Tulum. Like I said, I've been going to Playa del Carmen on the weekends. I met a nice girl actually that I've spent some time with during the weekends. She doesn't like much to be in the videos, but really good person, you know. With some people, everything is just easy. Nothing is complicated, everything is easy, everything goes smooth. Like, everything's just easy. And then with some people, everything is so hard just to get in a car and drive somewhere. There's moments where it just becomes so stressful, and I don't know why. With some people everything is easy, with other people you meet, so complicated. I think that's the ultimate test actually, to see if somebody has patience, or like if you get along with somebody. Go traveling, that's like the ultimate test, to travel with somebody. There's so many things that can go wrong, so many situations that get stressful. Getting on a flight, getting on a bus, finding your way around. Some people freak out for the slightest little discomfort or inconvenience.
Milk, bananas, strawberries and avocado. Sometimes I come back here and I listen to some Swedish music. And when I listen to it, it makes me think if I will ever live in Sweden again. Sometimes I consider it, but then I always remember the darkness and the cold weather. Like, if Sweden had the same climate and weather as here, I would never ever probably consider living somewhere else. But now there's some problems also in the country, so the most most dangerous country in Europe, the most shootings. My hometown in Sweden is like, there's always somebody that was killed there. Somebody got shot or something. I don't know how this happened. It was really safe, like when I grew up there, but not so much anymore. Well, this is not the usual video that I make. So I'm just hanging out here for now. Every day I wake up and then I just do whatever I want. You have to work, you appreciate the weekend so much, or you appreciate the vacation. Let's say you get to go for a 2-week vacation once every year. Those 2 weeks are like, you're like, yee-hoo, yee-hoo. But then when you're always on vacation, it's not the same thing. For me, the weekend is nothing special at all. I don't care if it's the weekend. Like Monday feels the same as Friday. But many years ago, when I had a regular job, the Friday was the most amazing day, right? And the Sunday you would start to get sad again. Oh, I have to go to work tomorrow, Monday. Oh, and then Monday you were sad. Tuesday you were like, oh, almost Wednesday. And then Wednesday you got some hope again. Oh, it's almost Friday. And then Thursday you started to get some get a bit happy that you didn't have to work so much more. Then Friday, yahoo, Friday! End of the week, you just wanted the weeks to pass by. That was not a good way to live. But then one of the most amazing times I've had is when I traveled around in a van in Australia. I lived in a van, parked it on the beach, just so simple. I had one little bed, that was all I had in there. So amazing, just parked on the beach, opened the trunk and then went swimming. That is freedom, you know. Sometimes the more things we have in life, the less free we can be. That is something I've learned from my travels. That's why still to this day I have only my backpack. It's great, actually. If we cling to nothing, then we have nothing to lose. That's a great quote. And also, it's better to rent places than to... Sometimes I thought I would wanted to buy a house, but when you rent a place, like, you use other people's furniture. Like, here, you use other people's furniture, everything is somebody else's. And then if something breaks, it doesn't matter, it's not my stuff anyways. It's great, actually. And if I would buy a house, I would be so worried about it probably all the time. I'd be like, oh, if it breaks, and then somebody can take it away from you too, in this world. Like, you own a house, the government can take it away from you, if they wish. Now the sun has gone down. For the longest time I was also trying to figure out what the best thing would be to do in life. And I've actually concluded many times that documenting your life is one of the best things, in my opinion, that you can do in your life. No matter how your life turns out, even if it turns out to be a disaster, like crap, if you have documented your life, then there's a trace of you in this world, in this universe. There's a trace of you and there's proof that you existed. I've said this before, I think. But like, you establish your presence. Even if you pass away, there's lots of evidence of you. And I don't know how I came up with this, but I was thinking for the longest time. That's why I'm gonna continue recording my life. Even if I want to or not, I'm gonna continue. I get sick of it actually quite a lot, but I still do it because I have to do it. Yeah, and then people that come after us, maybe I have kids or maybe my brother's kids or like people who didn't know who I was, they are gonna know. They can just go back and look. So people know that we were here in this world. If they don't know, then it's like we didn't exist, right? Kind of. Unless you become like a super celebrity. Then there's gonna be lots of evidence of you. But like, how many people become super celebrities? Like 0.001% maybe of people. So, in case I don't want to become a super celebrity. But in case I don't, at least there's gonna be documentation of my life here. So think about that. For dinner we're having fish fillet and rice and broccoli. Oh, I just had a bit of strawberries here, really good, that I bought for $2 at the store. Put a bit of spicy sauce here on the fish fillet. We're gonna put one jalapeno next to the fish. You might think it's gonna taste bad, but it's actually pretty good. Gonna put very small pieces of tomato and these jalapenos there. And the broccoli, I had one avocado earlier here. Let's taste the fish, and I guarantee this jalapeno is gonna, the fish is gonna soak up a little bit of the jalapeno and tomato flavor. Very good. Let's try it. Yum, yum. You can call me Gordon Ramsay, my friends. Yum, yum, yum. Put a bit of spicy sauce also on the rice and next to the fish. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, like I said, call me Gordon Ramsay. Yum, yum, yum. I think it's the end for today. A bit of a different video, but this is what I've been doing since I've been here. Just going to the gym. Usually, like I said, I go to the gym next to the grocery store, but sometimes I go here also. It's easier to film a bit up here. And occasionally I go to the beach also, not very often. I have been to cenotes also, swimming in cenotes. And I was going quite a bit to Playa del Carmen to hang out with this girl. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. We'll see what happens. Actually, you have to subscribe to the channel because I am going somewhere. So you have to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to see where I'm going. You don't want to miss that because it's gonna be a very, very cool place. So thumbs up for this video. You can also post a comment. But see you next time.